Hey guys, what's up? Coming back with another upload. We are me, Speed Freak 570. This is his car, obviously, as everybody has known, and you know, if you ever watched any of the other videos in the channel that has this car in it. But 2017 Charger Scat Pack is coming to get some headlight wrap. So it's gonna look really nice. It's pre-cut for some of it. There's still gonna be some cutting, but you know, it's hard to see the lines. But here you go. That line will line up, you know, in here, and then the rest of it you just need to form and fit. Oh, excuse me, guys. But so we're gonna be doing that today. I'm gonna be trying to help out as much as I can. I mean, it's really only a one-person job, just to, you know, like lay it, because it's his car. I'm gonna let him do his thing, and he knows what he's doing a little bit more than me. But yeah, it should look really nice. This is the I mean, as you guys seen, if you guys watched it before, the taillight tint wrap is a dark black, so it's like it's really dark color. Now the front is the it's the mid, so we can still, you know, very visibly see through at night and things like that. So I think it's gonna look really sweet. It's gonna come out really nice. I know Cody's gonna do a real good job with it, so it's gonna turn out real nice, guys. Right, we'll be back with a couple upload. We'll be coming back with updates as we have some information to update, and then we'll be good to go, guys. All right, later on we'll be back. Jumping in here, seeing how Cody's doing real quick. That thing, it looks sweet. I like it. It's coming along really good, guys. That headlight looks dope. I like the matte finish a lot. It's gonna look really slick with the car once it's wrapped.
Well, see, the reason I went with the matte finish, they have a ton of different finishes for this style of vinyl for the headlights and taillights. The reason I went with the stealth finish is it's more or less a matte finish for the headlights and taillights. And I'm going for like a satin mint and green. I think the exact color I'm looking for is like a vintage green. But with the satin wrap on it, I just thought it would really pop and really grab your attention when you're looking at it. So that's the whole reason I went with the matte instead of like gloss, or they have like a starburst finish, or it's like glittery and shit, which, you know, doesn't really appeal to me. But then they have the honeycomb, which would have looked cool, but I don't know how I'd like that on the headlights.
Yep.
And then they have a brushed metal finish, which I think I might get the stage 2 kit, which is just the center inlays, and try to do like a two-tone on the taillights, which would look pretty cool. I'm not sure on that part yet, but I'm sure we'll get an update on that if we decide to do it.
Oh yeah, so, for sure.
But yeah, no, these are coming along great. We'll show you finished product here in a little bit. It's just, you really got to finesse it. You start here in the corner, and then you bring it back. And then there's there's a big bulge here in the Charger headlights. So you just really want to be careful. You want to try to lay it all down across the center, and then the center of that bulge, and then really try to work it on here first, and then work out with it, just so you don't get any overstretching if you do heat it, or you don't get any, you know, bubbles or fingers on it when you're trying to really lay the vinyl. You can see that I did a pretty dang good job here. There's some fingers down here that I couldn't get out, but like I said, I do the best I can. I'm just kind of running through it right now. This is pretty much just a practice run, because I knew the headlights with the what am I trying to say? The contour of the headlight is going to be a little tricky, so I started with the passenger side first, because it comes with an extra passenger side wrap. So if I mess it up too bad, or I don't like the way it looks, I can just peel it off and redo it. So we're going to see how this comes out, and if I can't notice this down here too much and I like the look of it, we'll see what it looks like with the headlights on. And other than that, I'm digging it so far, so we'll check back in a little bit and see what it's like.
Alright guys, you heard from the man himself. We'll check back in here in just a little bit once he gets a little bit farther on it, and then we'll be good to go, guys. Alright, later. We'll be right back with another upload, or another update here in a little bit. Pop in while Cody was doing this quick. It's coming out real good. Got laid the whole way to the backside, just trying to get the edges completely, you know, cleared up. I think that looks really sick. It's going to look great when the car is wrapped. Looks really nice right now already, even with just the cranberry red color. I mean, you guys can see the factory color here coming across. That looks great, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to jump out. I'll pick back up here when Cody gets this one laid. I'll show you a finished product, and then we'll go from there on the other side. All right, guys, peace out.
Just filling in for Tristan here while he's doing another task real quick. So we got it all laid and it looks really good. You can see you just have the excess here, so we're going to heat soak it one more time, so then it's going to be easier to cut. Just get it all cut real quick, and then we're going to hop back in here in just 1 second and show you what the finished product looks like, and then we're going to go over and tackle the other side, and then we'll show you the whole front end of the car when both lights are done. Should look pretty cool. I am loving the way it looks so far. So I can't wait to see what it looks like as soon as we cut the excess off and we actually see what it's going to look like. So we're almost there. Catch back up with you in a minute. Hey guys, so we have the finished product on the passenger side and it looks really good. Finally got it all trimmed up and I'm really happy with the way that it looks. We're going to have yours truly, Tristan, hop in the car and turn on the key here. We'll push the button and turn the lights on so we can see what it looks like with the headlights on. So as you can see here, it does look pretty good still with the tint on. It is still pretty bright. You can see it does dim it a little bit. It's a comparison from the other side to this side, but it's still bright and you'll still be able to see while you're driving, which was my big concern. And it does look. Flip on the high beams once. Yeah, so we're still good. We're still good and it still looks good. So we'll show you what it looks like when both are done and come back at you later on. Alright guys, we're just checking in here. We are finally done. We got the driver's side wrapped and it looks really good. This matte finish really makes it pop. It is really dark. It's actually a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. But, so we're going to see how it drives at night, and if it's not bright enough as far as the headlights go, I'm probably going to end up tearing it off and going with the lighter stuff or going with a different tint. So it looks really, really good, so I hope it is bright enough. But other than that, we are going to turn on the headlights and get a little bit of an insight on what it looks like. Now the lights are on, so it won't be as bright on the wall, but it looks good coming through there. Looks bright, and then you can see a little bit of the reflection on the wall. It does look a little dim, but it looks good coming on that trash can on the table. So we'll have to see what it looks like when we're out driving it at night, high beams, low beams, and everything. So what it looks like with the high beams on the wall. So I don't know. We'll see how everything works out and let you know how it goes.
Tell them the best way to applicate it. Might as well, since you're right there.
Oh yeah, so basically they're from here to here is pre-cut, and then you get a bunch of excess because there is a lot of contour right here. So basically you want to don't try to like work it here and then work the whole, like try to applicate it all the way to the edges and then back, because you'll just get a lot of wrinkles and it's not going to come out real well. So basically make sure it's applied from here to about here, and then just really push it down and get this center part down on in here all the way to the back, and then just slowly work it up here. Try to get it over these the contour here, the creases, and then just work it down and then start applying it all over the rest. Tuck it in. I used a little bit of heat to get it to really flex good, so then I pushed it, tucked it, and then I cut it, and then tucked it again, and it looks really good. I'm happy with the way it came out. So we will, I'll let Tristan know how it goes driving the car in the dark. and he'll give a little insight for you there. So I'll hand it back over to him so he can say goodbye. And I'm going to say deuces, Speed Freak 570. Go check out the channel.
All right, guys. So, like he said, he's going to be taking me home here since, you know, I don't have a license and stuff. So I'll get a little bit of a rolling shot here. When we pull it outside, since it is so dark outside, I'm going to get just a little video of what it looks like with them wrapped and see how bright it is in the actual darkness. And then we can go from there, guys. I'll throw in a rolling shot or two, and then we'll be good to go. I mean, I think it looks sick. The taillights look sick. The headlights look, you know, really, they look phenomenal. He did a really good job. I'm happy with them. They came out really good. But, all right, guys, that'll be it for this upload, other than, you know, the picture, you know, the little ending here with the just the outside. I'll throw that clip in here at the end, and I will also throw in 1 or 2 rolling shots just to, you know, see what it looks like with the high beams and the low beams on while we're just driving the car. All right, guys, later on, hope you guys have a great night. If you're new to the channel, guys, don't forget to subscribe, and you know, I'm gonna keep bringing a lot of content. Subaru's really coming along now, so it's gonna keep going, guys. Have a good one, and I just hope you guys have a great night. Later on. You can't see me, but I just want to get a video of it when it was, you know, outside and stuff. It looks really good. They're still pretty bright. I'll jump back in here. Jump back in. I mean, we got a few little street lights and stuff, but it's dark enough that I can get a rolling shot of the high beam and the low beam. I'll jump. We can get a high beam and a low beam, you know, roll here out through here. I'll put down my window and go out the window. He ain't gonna be going fast down through here. Sorry if there's any wind noise, guys. Yeah, you guys, it's, you know, I mean, it's obviously a little darker when we're in the car here, but they're pretty bright. I mean, they're definitely not as bright as they were factory, but they work. They look good. We'll do a little bit more testing here tonight once he takes me home, because I live out in the middle of bum bleep Egypt, and so you guys can, you know, it's pretty dark out that way. There's no such thing as a street light in a 10-mile radius of where I live. So, all right, guys. You still can't see me. I don't know why I keep turning the camera around. But all right, guys. Later on, have a good evening, have a good night, and hopefully you guys are liking the content later on.